Your oil change looks perfect. Fresh oil, new filter, drain plug, snug. You drive off and everything feels fine. But 48 hours later, a drip appears under your Japanese engine. A single aluminum washer worth less than $1 just started a failure chain that could cost you over $1,000. Most owners never trace it back to the oil change because the real damage hides in the small steps nobody checks. A single aluminum washer, barely thicker than a coin, sits between your oil drain plug and the pan. Most Japanese brands, Toyota, Honda, Subaru, Mazda, Nissan, Acura, Lexus, specify this washer for one reason. It crushes and forms a perfect seal the first time you tighten it. But here is where a routine oil change quietly goes sideways. That washer is not designed to be reused. The metal deforms on the first crush, and after that it cannot spring back. Reinstall it, and the seal is never quite right, just enough of a gap for oil to sneak past, one drop at a time. Owners often miss this detail. A Toyota Camry driver described spotting a dark spot under the car 3 days after an oil change. First thought, valve cover leak. The dealer checked the pan gasket, then the rear main seal. Only after a warranty denial did a mechanic point to the old washer, flattened and grooved, still clinging to the plug. That dollar part turned into a $400 repair. Aluminum crush washers, like Toyota's 9043-12031 or Honda's 94109-14000, are single-use by design. Copper and steel variants exist, but the story is the same. Once deformed, they are done. Leaks do not always show up right away. It might take 24, 48, even 72 hours for a drip to appear. By then, oil has wicketed along the pan, dust has stuck to the surface, and the trail leads nowhere obvious. Shops misdiagnose it as a pan or valve cover issue more than half the time. The fix is almost too simple. Always use a new washer, and make sure the seat is spotless before reinstalling the plug. That tiny step blocks the entire chain of leaks, misdiagnoses, and unnecessary repairs. One new washer, one clean seat, every time. Next, the story moves to the damage that comes from over-tightening, when a simple twist can cost far more than a washer ever will. A torque wrench sits idle on the workbench while an impact gun gets all the action. It is a scene that plays out in garages everywhere. Tighten until it feels safe, then give it a little more for good measure. But here is the problem. Modern Japanese engines are not built for brute force. Their oil filter housings and drain bolts are engineered for precision, not muscle. The service manuals for Toyota, Honda, Subaru, Mazda, Nissan, and Lexus all agree torque specs matter. For most drain plugs and filter housings, the range is 25 to 33 foot-pounds. Go past that, and you are rolling the dice with aluminum threads and plastic caps. A Subaru tech once held up a cracked oil filter housing, plastic, split clean through, next to a customer invoice for $450. The cause was an oil change done with an impact wrench, twisting the cap far beyond its 25 foot-pounds limit. The owner thought tighter meant safer. Instead, it meant a housing swap, a new filter, and a week off the road. In other cases, over-tightening strips aluminum threads, leaving a drain plug that will not seal. The fix is a helicoil repair, which can run $150 to $300, or a full oil pan replacement that jumps to $1,000 or more. The myth that tight is right dies hard, but the solution is simple. Always start the plug or cap by hand, then finish with a torque wrench set to the spec in your manual. No impact guns, no guessing, just a click at the right number and you are done. That habit alone blocks a cascade of repairs, misdiagnosed leaks, and ruined weekends. Next comes the trap of oil level mistakes, where measurement, not muscle, makes all the difference. Pouring in the right oil is only half the job. The real trouble starts when the level is off, too high or too low, and nobody double checks. Overfilling by more than a quart can whip the oil into foam, starving the bearings and lifters instead of protecting them. One Mazda owner described it best. They said they thought a little extra was safe. The next morning they started the car, and saw smoke pouring out the exhaust. The dipstick read "way past full." That extra quart sent oil into the crank, where it frothed up and lost pressure. Within days, the engine started ticking. The shop first blamed bad valve seals, then a clogged PCV. Only after the oil was drained and measured did the real cause come out: a simple overfill. Underfilling is not any kinder. A half quart below specification can trigger a low oil light on startup, or worse, set off a flicker at highway speeds. Both problems are easy to misread. Owners chase phantom leaks or sensor faults and rack up diagnostic bills. The fix is simple. Always count the quarts poured, then use the dipstick, engine off, car level, after a 5-minute wait to confirm the oil sits within the safe window. That habit is your first defense. Before the cap goes on, measure. The next problem hides in the first few seconds after startup, when the oil's path through the filter can bring its own surprises. A fresh oil change, the right amount poured, cap tightened, then comes the first start. Instead of quiet, there is a sharp ticking from the top of the engine. For owners of Japanese cars, especially Hondas and Toyotas, this sound can be jarring. It is often blamed on old age or worn parts, but the real culprit is usually much simpler. Oil has not reached the lifters yet. That dry clatter is metal meeting metal while the system waits for pressure to build. The reason is either the oil filter was installed dry or the anti-drainback valve inside the filter isn't doing its job. A Honda specialist hears this almost daily. He will start a Civic after an oil change, let the microphone record the rattling for 5 seconds, then calmly explain. The noise fades as soon as oil fills the passages. But every second counts. On some engines, especially those with hydraulic lash adjusters, repeated dry starts can shave years off the valvetrain. The fix is easy. Always pre-fill the filter if possible, and use an OEM or high-quality filter with a working anti-drainback valve. If pre-filling isn't practical, a short crank with the fuel or ignition disabled can quickly prime the system. That's all it takes to avoid the panic and the wear that comes from a noisy first start. A quick lube manager once watched a Nissan Altima owner pull in, convinced it was time for a routine oil change. But under the car, the tech reached for the wrong drain plug, one that looked identical to the engine's but actually belonged to the differential. Both plugs shared the same thread size, but their lengths and pitches were just different enough to cause trouble. The wrong plug went back in, stripped the threads, and left the differential slowly leaking. By the time the mistake was caught, the repair bill for a new housing and fluid replacement had climbed past $800. It is not rare. Thread pitch confusion on Nissans and Mazdas leads to dozens of shop visits every year. Always check the manual, match the plug to the diagram, and never guess. Cheap oil filters bring their own risks. An Acura technician recalls a customer who brought in a car with a persistent drip. The filter looked fine from the outside, but the gasket had started to seep after just 1 week. Aftermarket filters might cost half as much as OEM parts, but their rubber gaskets and anti-drainback valves can be inconsistent. Industry surveys show that 10 to 20% of off-brand filters report leaks or early failures, compared to less than 1% for OEM parts. That small savings can turn into a $300 cleanup, or worse, engine damage if oil pressure drops. The checklist is simple. Verify the drain plug, buy filters and washers that meet factory specs, and keep receipts. Precision now means no surprises later. After the oil change is done, there is one habit that separates careful owners from everyone else: the leak check. It sounds obvious, but skipping this step is how tiny mistakes turn into big repairs. Here is the routine. Start the engine and let it idle for 5 minutes, then take the car for a short drive. Just 5 to 10 minutes is enough for the oil to heat up and expand. This thermal expansion can force out leaks that cold oil would hide. Once you are back, pop the hood and inspect the filter, drain plug, and pan for any fresh drips. A flashlight helps. Some owners even add a drop of UV dye to the oil so leaks glow under a cheap UV pen. It is a trick that has saved more than a few headaches. One Lexus owner ignored a faint oil smell after their change. A month later, a puddle appeared in the driveway. That small oversight led to a stained garage and a $500 cleaning bill. 3 steps: idle, drive, inspect. They are all it takes to catch leaks early and avoid surprises. Japanese cars have a reputation for lasting hundreds of thousands of miles with little drama. That reputation can be a double-edged sword. When a car rarely needs attention, it's easy to treat maintenance as a formality. Just change the oil, check the box, and move on. But every skipped detail, every shortcut, stacks the odds against that reliability. A seasoned independent technician once said, "These cars are reliable, and that reliability makes us casual." It's not the complexity of the task that causes trouble. It's the assumption that nothing will go wrong. The difference between a car that runs quietly for years and one that develops slow leaks, odd noises, or surprise repairs often comes down to habits, not hardware. Precision isn't about perfectionism. It's about respecting the design that made these engines famous in the first place. The next time the wrench comes out, remember, reliability isn't automatic. It's earned, one careful step at a time. Every overlooked washer or filter can turn quiet reliability into costly regret. Sometimes this shows up weeks later when it is least expected. Today, even a minor slip risks thousands in repairs. With Japanese engines, details are not optional. They are protection. The smallest habit shift now can save everything you value under the hood. Stay sharp.